What's around, everyone? How's everything going in this Taurus season? Happy Taurus season to all the Tauruses out there. Adults, babies, and ones that are about to be born and already was born, right, in Taurus? Shout out to all of y'all. So, let's switch it up a little bit. This is going to be an advice card. So, just ask a question. Yep, look at the screen. Ask a question. What do you want to know? This is going to be your advice. It's going to go by Zodiac. So, I am going to do Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. So, it might be an Aries Sun, but you might be a Taurus Moon, and you might be like a Leo Ascendant. I'm just putting stuff out there. So, which means you might need to watch 3 different Zodiac signs in order for you to get your completed message, okay? So even if you go based on your sun, that's completely fine. You know, you can still get a roundabout advice from it and be like, okay, I get it, you know, it relates and you out. If you want a deeper, more like, okay, I see where this is going, right? And only you know, okay? I'm just here to pick up on the energies and go with it. So definitely ask a question. It could be about anything. I don't care. It's not my business. You know what I mean? It's not my business. So ask a question, whatever it is, and I'm going to pull a card for you. Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or whatever Zodiac sign. So like I said, you want a deeper understanding or realization of the question that you're asking, then definitely do all 3 readings. And how you can do that is by looking into your natal chart, which you can Google it, or you can look onto some sites and see which ones are more accurate, because it's 2022, so a lot more things is out there than it was, you know, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 20 years ago, you know? So definitely look for some advice on which one is the best one to go with. I do not sponsor anybody, so I ain't gonna really shout out nobody. It's 2022, right? So, but definitely look into it. And if you really want to know which ones I usually go by, you know, just comment below and I'll put the link in and you can go from there. Some of them are being or have been shut down, and all kind of backhand things is going on to a lot of these websites that was kicking that no, you know, that knowledge, you know. And when I mean no, not the N-O, but the no to know, you know. Gemini, air. All right, so let's get on into it. Ask a question. I'm gonna pull it by Zodiac sign. So once again, if you're a Libra, you know, listen to the Libras. Ask that question. If you have a Gemini moon, you might want to listen to that. And if you have, like, I don't know, an Aquarius rising, you might want to listen to that. All right, let's get started. What's around, Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant? This is your tarot card reading for Taurus season. So this is ask a question, and I'm going to give you an advice card. So if you watched the introduction, you should already ask your question. Once again, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. So check your natal chart and see where your Aries is at. If you have Aries Moon, or you might have an Aries Ascendant. By now, you should know if you have an Aries Moon if you're watching this. So the Tower. All right, come on now. So some things is just, it has to go. Whatever the question is, you know, there is, and when I mean has to go, don't look at it in a bad way. Everybody see this card and they freak out because it looks so, you know, crazy. It looks like, why is this happening to me? You know, my life is going into shambles. Okay, yeah, because let's be real. Okay, we humans. Okay, so regardless what you into, what you're doing, we are going to be affected by the external realm. Some people do it better than others. Let's just keep it real, right? So even amongst with this Tower card, and this should be a popular card because usually things that people are fearful of is the most popular. So I don't really think I need to break down this card to you guys. But it's kind of like, you know, Pluto's just coming in and changing up things. You know what I mean? And it's out of your control. That means somebody is, let's like saying you have a job, right? And you don't even know you're getting fired. There's not even rumors of you getting fired. You're not even getting feelings of getting fired. You just fired. You know what I mean? Just kind of like Smokey on Friday. Not Smokey, but what you call it, Ice Cube on Friday. He had no idea that he was being fired that day, you know, but it came, and it was the Tower card. And he had to have his good friend kind of talk him through that Tower card, you know, and what they ended up doing all day. You watch the movie, right? Classic. So this is basically, you know, what's happening, you know. But if you look at that story, let's even go back to Friday. If you look at that story, you realize that some things were learned. You know, some things were, even though it was chaotic, but there was things that happened within it that each individual learned something from that, whether they was trying to do good or they was trying to do bad or they just didn't, whatever, you know what I mean? Even if it's just a drop of, you know, a different perspective of things. Somebody got that. Everybody pretty much got that, you know, with the main characters. You know what I mean? So at this point, you know, you're going to have to take it and just eat it, you know. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. It's kind of like that thing. You know, you might need a chaser to help you get through this, you know. And I don't necessarily mean drink because, you know, everybody's watching, so it's not like everybody got their issues. Some people might have alcohol issues, so I'm not trying to put it out there, but you get what I'm talking about, right? So at this point, let it go, okay? Let it go, because it is meant to be gone. You have held on to it so long that it is causing detriment in your internal life. You, okay? You. It's affecting you. So the universe sees it's affecting you, and therefore it's time for it to go, okay? Because you got other things that you need to be doing right now. Now, what that is, honey, I can't answer that. You have to figure that out right now in this particular reading, okay? So on the other end, not only will you, even though you can't control it, like, I mean, yeah, he could have went down, you know, Friday went down to the job and told the boss, you know, hey, you know, I wasn't even here, da-da-da-da-da. Let's, you know, he could have made a whole spiel about it. He could have fought it. He could have whatever. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, do you really? Because at the end of the day, he probably sat back and was on the porch. It was like, I ain't really like that job anyway. You know, I hated everybody here. I want to be, I'm just adding on to the movie, but I want to be something bigger than where I work. You know what I mean? I want to get out of this neighborhood. I want to see something different. I want to grow. So that could have been a turning point in his life where, yeah, he lost his job on his day off, but by sitting on that porch and smoking them trees, children watching, don't, you know, I'm not, but that put him in a relaxed place enough to maybe think about those thoughts and be like, hey, you know, this is an opportunity for me to go look for another job. Now I got all day and not have to worry about trying to go to job interviews on my lunch break. You know what I mean? Now I got time to actually write my resume up. Got time to, you know, whatever. Also, spiritual awakening could be happening, okay? Yeah, I know, I know, but hey, this is all a process, okay? It doesn't end. So why not take advantage of the moments that you have right here? Because it's not going to end. Yeah, your physical body might be 10 feet under or dust, you know, planted by a tree by the rivers of the water, but your spirit is floating, okay? It's on to the next. Don't get me started. Okay, so these massive changes, you feel it already, because you already know. So you just looking at me like, you know, or hearing me like, hey, free to be. yeah, I know, I felt that. You know, my gut is telling me something's about to change. You know, I just feel like, you know, things is not going to be the same, you know, for lack of other words. It's going to be a change. However that change is going to come. Is it, you know, it's going to be a change, but you see it coming. Some Aries, some moon signs don't see it coming. But I'm talking to those who see it coming. They feel it. You know what I mean? They just know something is up. Something is about to end. Okay, don't fight that. Okay, don't fight that. You know, even though you're confused, even though you might be emotionally distraught, you might be questioning, why are you here, blah, blah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because when you go to that level, okay, where you at that pause, questioning yourself, questioning your life purpose, questioning your time, questioning your seconds of your day, you know, and it's only 24 hours in a day, as they say, right? So you at this point, you know, like, meet me at the crossroads, you know, so you won't be lonely. But hey, guess what? When you're at the crossroads, you are lonely, right? We're born into this world alone. Some of y'all twins or triplets, that's a whole other story. And, you know, we die alone. And that's a whole other story if you die at one time with a whole bunch of people in the same place at the same time. But you get what I'm talking about, right? So, yes, in both situations, wherever you are on this life path journey, you're going to have to deal with it. For those who already feel it, you can prepare ahead of time, okay? If you know that you're about to be evicted in 90 days, you got time. You got time to make it real. Put things in line. This is Taurus season, because right now you're getting smacked up. You getting smacked up. You thought your mama and your daddy and your grandmama and them and your aunties and your cousins and your sisters and brothers done smacked you up a couple of times. You know what I mean? Your homeboys, your homegirls, whatever, your foes, whatever. But it ain't nothing like the universe smacking your behind up. So what you gonna do about it? It's Taurus season. What you gonna do about it? This is what this reading is about. Just giving you some advice. So you will gain new knowledge. You will expand. You will be knowing what is true and what is false. That could be painful, but would you really want to know the truth, or would you really want to stay in falsehood? Some people might say, I'd rather stay not knowing. You do you. Hey, right? We all in this life on our own journey. Whatever people choose, you can't even hate on them. Let them do you. Let them do them, and then you do you. And if that means separating, that means that you have to go your separate ways. It ain't like you don't care about the person. It ain't like you don't love the person. It ain't like you don't wish the best for the person. But at this point, in this space in time, in this season, you already know what has to happen. You know, and this could be for anything, you know, not just relationship. People just, you know, it just clicks more when you put it to human, right? So let it go. It's like a corrupted building that's been standing since, you know, I don't know, 1400 BC. I don't know, I'm just making stuff up, okay, guys? But you know it has to be destroyed, you know, because bricks are falling, clay is falling, people, you know, dying every time they walk by it. You know, the construction people don't even know how to keep it up. I mean, is it really worth keeping it up, or should you just destroy it and make a memorial of it or something? Be creative, start something new on that path. All right, have a good day and night, Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, during this Taurus season. And this is your advice. What's around Sun, Moon, Ascendant Tauruses? Happy solar return to you. Happy flight day to you. Happy born day, happy birthday, whatever you call your whole day, okay? When you decide to pop out of your mama's womb, okay? So you in your element, huh? So, once again, this is an advice card, so you can, whatever questions that you have, that's what's going to be answered in this card, all right? And this is for Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Taurus, for Taurus season, and you're doing that, all right? So have a good day and night, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. No, just playing. But you are in your element. This is masculine Tauruses and feminine Tauruses, okay? Whichever side you way more on the percentage scale, right? But this card is saying, if you're too masculine, it's time for you to be a little bit more feminine, right? All right. So, and that's not a bad thing, because you got to balance the two, all right? Without the two, you know, we ain't here, right? So let's go ahead with that. And that could mean creating something new on masculine. Females, you already know. That could be, you know, redecorating your house. It don't have to be a massive decoration. It could just be putting one couch on the other side of the room and putting the plant over here, and then, you know, going and just, you know, sticking something on your wall that you like. It's a whole different, you might, you know, say, okay, let me get a blanket, because sometimes it get cold out here, and I'm just going to throw it over there. You know, you added some touches to your home. That's just like your life. Add some touches that, and you might be feeling that nurturing vibe too, masculine, and it's okay to do that. It's okay to play that nurturing role to your friends, to your family, to, you know, your community, to a group that you're affiliated with, to just people that you know, because that's what's in you right now. It is a gift for you right now to be that. So you might have people coming to you, all Tauruses, and be like, hey, you know, I need some help with this, or you know, I have a problem, or I need a shoulder to cry on, and you're gonna be all for it. You're gonna be like, yes, you know, hey, you chose the right one today, because I'm gonna get you right with my love, with my nurturing. So, and enjoy that Venus energy. Get all into the Venus energy, even if it is dancing, even if it's, you know, buying you fresh flowers instead of fake flowers, you know, even if it's just, you know, you usually wear sweatpants and you cool with that, but now you want to put on a suit, or now you want to wear, you know, something more Venus-y, like, you know, females that you normally wouldn't do. Maybe you're going out this weekend and your girlfriend is used to you dressing all a certain way, but this weekend you're like, nah, I'm gonna go get my nails done, I'm gonna get my hair done, I'm gonna take self-care for myself. And some of y'all Taurus out there like, girl, child, I've been doing that all the time. And it shows, because you're producing so much greatness from what you're doing, which is your element. You know, not only is it going to make you happy and get everything going inside you, but everything around you. Look around her. You know, she got bliss, plushness. You know, everything is filled. You know, ain't no patches nowhere. And that takes some inner self-care, some inner self-love. You know, getting that foot massage, you know, getting that pedicure. Fellas, you know, hey, go get the pedicure. It's all right. You know, some people ain't got the time to sit and scrub and scrape and clean up after all that. They just, you know, pay your $50, have somebody scrub your feet, do it for you, and you can move on. You know what I mean? So there's really no excuse. And if you ain't got it like that, then yeah, you already know you're gonna have to scrub, scrape. You know, go buy stuff at the dollar store, get, you know, whatever you have to do. You know, get some fungal remover, some tea tree oil. You know, but start taking care of yourself, okay? And everything is just gonna fall into place. And if you're not feeling, you know, impressed CC, oh, and y'all might be pregnant out there. So if you feel like you're pregnant, masculine, feminine, you know, you like, oh, I think I might have got somebody pregnant. You know, I think I done become into somebody. You know what I mean? So you might want to check on that significant other, you know what I mean? If it's a one night stand or something, you won't have to track them down. You have to, you know, DM them or something like, you know, fertility is in the air for me and my gonads. So I'm just checking. And if you gotta check and it's just a, you know, a one night stand, or let me just hit it and split it, I'm a doula, so you know I gotta come with a message, a PSA. Strap it up. It's just too much stuff going on now. Too much stuff going on with new strands of everything. Just seem like it's popping up it just keeps popping up. So you don't know what they're gonna say. You know, do I believe another episode of that whole, if you go raw, you're gonna get this disease that's gonna kill you? Yup, it's coming soon. So just so you don't have a heart attack and a frenzy and lose your hair and turn gray at like 25. You know what I mean? Because you stressing out, because you just raw dogging it, because your favorite artist or your favorite person is saying that's what they do. I'm just telling you that you reap what you sow, okay? And you may not get this lush cool, calm, collective. Yeah, I made the right decision. I planted the right seeds in the right person vibe in this card. You will be getting the total opposite. So turn this card into the total opposite, and that's what you'll get. Okay, and that's for people also, Tauruses, who are not doing anything. You're just stagnant. Ain't nothing gonna grow if you're stagnant. All right, so enjoy this Taurus season, you know, for all Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and you got it. The power is in your hand. The power is in your hand. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do with all this Empress energy, whether it's masculine or feminine? It's all about creating birth, newness, fabulousness, just proud. You know, it could be just a fly. I don't have to talk to the women that much because they know what I'm talking about. But for those who have heavy masculine, you know, it could just be having a fly outfit. You know, you used to putting on stained clothes every day. Now it's time to throw on a fly outfit. You can get a fly outfit on a sale rack and come out dipped out for $50. Trust and believe, okay? Holler at me if you don't want to do it. Have a good day and night, Taurus, Moon, and Ascendants. Tauruses, I totally forgot to say that it is a yes card. So, yes. Let's surround Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Geminis. This is your advice card for Taurus season. So whatever question that you have, it is a no yes. Perfect for Geminis. You know, a no yes. And y'all know exactly, everybody else will be like, what's she talking about? But Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendants know what a no yes is. Okay, so let's get into it just in case we have any cross watchers. All right, talking about this duality, Geminis. Okay, so with your no yes, no first, yes second. Catch that. Okay, so Aries, check Aries reading out because they got the Tower card as well. All right, it's all right, Gems. You know it's all right. Period. Okay, you already got a plan for it. You already knew it was coming. You already was like, I seen it. I read it through the air. I caught that. Hold up. Let me get ready for this. Okay, because something is about to go down. Okay, and I'm ready. You got the speech. You got the outfit. You even looked up what the weather's going to be like that day. Okay, Gemini got in it. Gemini done wrote in the journal, done practiced. Honey, you got the walk and the talk down again. You done pulled your aura together. How you changing that, Gemini? How you doing that? Okay. That remains amongst Geminis. Anyway, so you got it. And you know that it has to happen. You know it's going to be painful. You know it's going to be some emotions involved. You know it's going to maybe some tears, some sad faces, some, you know what I mean? Some sounds that's coming out like death, you know, your last breath. You know what I'm talking about? So you know what I mean, right? So you already prepared for it. You stayed ready, so you didn't have to get ready. You know it's coming. You felt it coming. Baby. Okay? And you got ready for it. So when it does happen, when the Tower card happens, when shit starts to hit the fan, you already like, I got the mop. I'm ready to clean up. I got the Windex. I done went to the dollar store. I got, you know what I mean? And then I went to Walmart, made sure I got the good stuff. And then I went over here because they got the natural things with the lavender. And I could just clean this up and start anew. Okay? Because I've been waiting for this to go down and just say goodbye. And I'm done with that. Right? For those Geminis who ain't using your Gemini qualities of Sun, Moon, Ascendant, you stuck like, I ain't even see it coming. I want to tell you otherwise, being a Gemini, but I'm going to leave it as that. But that's a whole other situation. You ain't even see it coming, Gemini. Like, externally, things is going down. And you like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know this was happening. Like I had told Aries, it's kind of like, you know, if you watch Friday, when Craig lost his job on his day off. He didn't see that coming. You know, he was just like, yo, how is this going down like that? You know what I mean? I wasn't even there. I didn't even save up enough money. You know, I was planning on getting me a new whip. I was planning on, buying my girl, a name tag necklace. I was going to, buy these new J's. I was going to do this. I was going to give my mama some rent money so she could buy a new wig, pay my sister off all the time that she gave me 5s and 10s, you know what I mean? Because she getting money from her dude and stuff. So, and doing hair and all that mess. So, right? So, you at this point is going to feel like, why am I living? What is going on? What am I doing? Why is this going on in my life? You kind of know why, kind of sit to yourself for a minute. I'm doing this reading during the full moon energy still. So you need to sit with yourself, okay? And that's already 2 people already. You don't even need nobody else. Everybody else need, well, not Pisces, but everybody else pretty much needs somebody else. But you can just sit to yourself and be like, hold up, wait, right? And you can just figure it out. Like, I see what happened. So that's what needs to happen. And a lot of it's gonna be, don't be all mad, because a lot of those things is going to point to you. Face it. Just face it. Let it fall. Let it go by the wayside and build up. And then you will get that Ace of Pentacles at the end. For those of you already planning for it, honey, you was already ready for it. You like, yup, I already know. Trust and believe you will be emotionally ready for it. You'll have a more intelligence to the whole situation about it, because you already laid down the path. You already know where you want. You got plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Keep on going down, okay? Every alphabet in every language. Go from the alpha to the end, omega, okay? So you already did all that, okay? And so the Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles is going to come to you easier, more smoother. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't get too much bruised up, scraped up during that fall, because you went to the store and you bought pads and you had a helmet, you went and got an extinguisher, water, salt, you went and got everything that you needed to put this fire out. Okay, now what we going to do? You got the cleanup crew, you know what I mean? You're ready. For those who are not, you kind of playing catch up, and it's going to take you a minute, but depending on you, you're a Gemini. Come on, that's Mercury ruled. It depends on you. You can go as fast or as slow as you can during this tower moment. And at the end of the day, whichever side you're on, you will reap what you sow. You will get that 8 of Pentacles. You will get what you deserve. Whether it's in a positive light or in a negative light. Whether you are fulfilled or not fulfilled. That's up to you. And you're next, right? Your power is next, Gemini. After Taurus, it's Gemini. So let's go. Let's put the wings, let's put them feathers to work. Have a good day and night. Oh, that's it. Put the Air Jordans to work too. Yup. Put the Air Jordans to work too. It's time to fly, Gemini, to get that Ace of Pentacles. And like I said, this is a no yes. Take care of the no, the yes will come. Have a good day and night. What's around Sun, Moon, Ascendant Cancers? This is your advice card reading for Taurus season. And you got the 4 of Cups. So your 4 of Cups is saying, hold up, wait, right? That's what it's saying. So this is maybe not. Simple as that, and that's okay. The energy right now is if you're seeing this right now, is saying it's okay to take that time off to meditate on it, to reevaluate the situation, to see it from another view, see it from another perspective, see it from another angle, or even feel it, you know what I mean? So right now, that's what you're doing. Whatever situation, whatever the question was, it's a maybe, okay? Once you come out of this, what I call it, in the closet, you're in the dark, it's just you, yourself, you got essentials that you need to survive. I might just stop saying closet. I might just put like a cabin, right? That's more cozy for Cancer. So let's start saying, cabin for Cancers, right? And you're grounding yourself, right? You're just like, okay, I need space to think about this. I need time to see, you know, where I'm at with this emotionally, spiritually, you know, mentally, physically. Should I accept this offer or not? Because not all offers are good offers. All right, Cancer. So at this point, you know, you also could be like, you know, ain't nothing to do. You know, I don't know what to do. I don't know who to wait. I don't know where to go. I'm bored. Let me just watch this because I ain't got nothing to do. Let me just do this because I ain't got nothing else better to do. You might be at that point right now, and it's okay to be at that point. But now start asking yourself, why is that? You know, is this all? Is that it? You know, and then you might even have some things that's happening in your life, but you're projecting it on other people. You know, you might had a bad experience with all of your girlfriends growing up for some reason. You know, all your girlfriends and backstabbed you in some kind of way. So now you feel like I can't accept no other girlfriends, or all your guy friends, your dudes, what you used to call bros. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that energy where you trusted them. You thought that, you know, everything is going to be right, or even a relationship or anything, a job, or just an idea that you was putting out there and trying it, and you had this big dream about it, and oh, it's gonna do fabulous, and it's gonna this, and this is going that, and da 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 da, right? And then it turns out not to. So next time you're gonna be like, nah, I ain't doing that no more. I'm tired. I'm gonna sit right on over here and get me, you know, up under the tree so I don't get, you know, sunburned, and I'm just gonna not participate in any of that. Not no starting nothing new again, not no relationship, I don't want no new friends, I don't want nothing right now. So you might be at that stage, and that is okay too during this time, because it's kind of like you have to reevaluate yourself. Why? You know, how come? You know, and do it all for yourself. Don't point fingers at other people, even though you can. But then you always have to look at yourself and be like, well, I was the one that participated. I was the one that was there. I was the one that said. I was the one that, you know, so always look at yourself first before you look at others. Even if you look at others first, because it's easier to point fingers, revert that and then say, okay, how come? What did I let slip by? What did I let go that I should have been like this, that, and the other? So this is a time where when you like that, think about why. Just don't let it be like that, because you might be stuck in that situation and still be in the maybe mode, and it's 5 years later and you still in the maybe mode. It's like, oh my gosh, like dang, like you still there? I'm sorry, it's funny to me because you see it in everyday life, you know. Even if you know, I don't know how old people are watching it, but you can just look back in your life and you can say that sometimes to certain people, places, and things. Like, dang, that's still there. Dang, that still look like that. Dang, ain't nobody fixed that up. Dang. Yeah, so that could be also a situation. So just be real with yourself at this time, you know. Pay attention to what you feel. Pay attention to what your feelings are telling you, your emotions are telling you, your gut is telling you. And should you take that offer or should you not? Should you do that? Should you not? Trust yourself, trust your intuition, and it will all pan out. Have a wonderful day and night, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is your advice card for Taurus season. What's around, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants? This is your tarot card reading for Taurus season. So this is a advice card. Ask a question, and this is what you get. The Six of Swords. So it's time to move on. I see, right? Aries is going through a transition. You know, another sign was going through a transition as well. So there's a lot of transitioning going on. So going from one thing that you used to something unfamiliar, you know, uncharted territories, as they say, to start something anew. So you can look at this. It seems kind of positive, but at the same time, you're like, why is, you know, people head down? Why are they looking so sad? Because, you know, you know, when things are how you thought it was going to be, and you thought you was going to do this, and you thought you was going to be here, and you thought and you thought and you thought and you thought, but then it just happens not to be like that, and it's just like a punch in your gut, like, dang, I done spent so much time doing this, doing that, preparing this, preparing that. You know, that's all I've been really focusing on. But now I'm at a point where I have to leave that because there's something else better for me, you know, and it might be scary. It's kind of like moving to a new neighborhood or moving to a different city or state or country, you know. It's like, whoa, you know, that transition can hit you, even if you're vacationing, you know, for a week, especially if you're going to a place that doesn't speak the same language as you, you know. It can get a little bit frustrating. It could feel a little, you know, annoying. It could feel some sorrow because maybe you needed something and you didn't know how to say it in that language, and instead you got something else and that won't do. So now you got to figure out something else, you know. So it gives you all this unsettlement energy until you can get yourself settled. So this releasing of whatever it is, making your load lighter is what you need to do in order to stay afloat, right? So don't drown yourself in all the woes is me, because it's easily this boat can drown, like right now it can drown, right? So you don't want to drown. So not stop thinking so much and stop feeling so much, and start to have like an equilibrium of like, okay, what do I need to do, you know what I mean, to tie up loose ends, you know what I mean, what should I handle in this situation to make sure that the transition is easy, you know, just like everybody, I'm using moving, you know, a lot of people move. So that's like a common thing. That's preparation for moving. Try moving without preparation. You're going to be leaving stuff behind, forgetting stuff. I don't need to take it. You're going to be throwing away stuff, and then you're going to regret it a year from now that you threw away a box that you had something in that was so cherishable, but since you was in a rush movement, you left it behind. Now it's garbage. You know what I'm saying? It's in some landfill in some other country, right? So tie up those loose ends, you know. If you are resisting to change, kind of loosen up a little bit, you know. The seasons are changing, so this is in alignment with what's going on right now. Things are thawing out, things are starting to move, stuff is starting to talk, you know what I mean? Wind is blowing, you know, and it's a nice breeze, and it's an easy breeze, it's a calm breeze, it's that spring breeze. For some of y'all in other countries where it's that smooth fall breeze, it's soothing to you. So prepare yourself for that, you know. Get to the point where you can prepare for where they say you have to stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. Use some of that energy. And some of you might be going through like a spiritual, you know, passage, you know, something that's transitioning to, and it's on a spiritual purpose, a spiritual journey. Like there's a growth there. Like it went from one size to a whole bigger size of an aura. So, and that could be a little scary going through that transition, but you already know it has to happen, right? Because once they get across to the other side, there is green pastures. There's a bunch of fruits to survive. There's enough wood to start all over and build a new cabin, you know? So everything is going to work out. It's just the transitional phase that makes it a little bit hard, since, you know, we're humans and, you know, used to attaching to things and not really letting go. Even if it's harmful, you still want to hold on to them. So check yourself on that and see, okay, on this journey, I can only take this, and that, right? This, and that, and that's it. Have a good day. Have a good night. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. Keep on moving. Don't stop. No. With Surround, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Virgos, this is your tarot card advice card for Taurus season. So you've already asked your question. If you did not ask your question, then do it now. And this is your result, the High Priestess. So you are in that High Priestess energy. You are using that mercurial energy. You are using that earthly energy to manifest. I mean, you just got it all together. You got the water elements. You got all of that around you right now. So it's like you got the keys, Virgo. You got the keys. So because of Taurus, the energy of Taurus, you're reaping, you know, that wonderful energy. I'm not sure. Let me see here. Where is Venus right now? Okay, all right. So Venus is in Pisces right now. So a lot of intuition is coming up. A lot of intuition. And the divine feminine is coming out with you earth signs, right? Taurus got that. Look at Taurus's reading as well. Some of y'all might be pregnant. Even if you're a male, somebody might be pregnant, so check up on them. All right? You could also be pregnant with ideas, you know, just new ideas, new outcomes, new situations. Hold on, my food is ready. So, like I was saying, yeah, you and Taurus so far. Now I'm interested to see what Cappies got going on with them. But yeah, your mind is just like, you might be dreaming more. You really connecting with this full moon. And this moon, it was a pink, you know, moon. It's about the budding. It's about things moving and shaking and rocking and them getting on their purpose and their goals and growing. Wonderful fruits or babies or ideas, you know, whichever one. But honey, you like fertile myrtle, you just ready to go, honey. Ask you a question about what you want to do right now. Ask where you want to go or who you want to be. You got all the answers right now. And you might want to keep a dream journal by your bed, you know, because the subconscious mind is going to come out when you sleep. So for you to understand or overstand what perspective you're coming at, start writing it down. That way you can reread your own writings and you can come up with that conclusion of what those dreams are trying to tell you, what the subconscious is trying to tell you. And masculines, Virgos out there, yes, tap in to that feminine energy. Tap into what beauty means to you. You know what I mean? I mean, you could just never take selfies, but you're like, you know what? Today I'm gonna, you know, look the part or whatever, and I'm gonna take a couple pictures, couple selfies. You know, I'm gonna, you know, check my angles and make sure it represents me in that light, you know, that abundant, that fertile, that right, that yes, this is a good person to choose, or this is a good thing to go with because the package is already there. So definitely use your intuition. A lot of sacred messages might be coming to you, you know, so you might be driving, walking, anywhere, okay? And you just like, whoa, you know what I mean? Write that down, okay? Take note of what's going on around you because it's coming to you, Virgo. The gifts are here because of your sibling sign of Taurus. For those who are not feeling all this high priestess knowing and just tapped in to what's going on and what needs to happen and just abundance and just everything, you know, just the force of that energy, you might need to, you know, go within yourself. Maybe there's some things that's hidden, that's behind the veil that you can't see, and you need to see it in order for you to make your decisions on what to do. But your intuition is going to tell you what to do. Your intuition is going to tell you what decisions to make, Virgo. So trust your intuition. Stay connected with your intuition. If you're disconnected, come back in. Okay, go to the cabin in the woods, all right? Metaphorically, and come back into yourself. Who are you? You know, what is this all about? What are you basing this decision on? You know, figure it out. You know, and it's okay to be silent, but don't be silent because you're withdrawn and you don't want to participate. You know, because you can get stuck there. Be silent more into the meditation part to tap into that moon energy so you'll know. Have a wonderful day and night, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendants during Taurus season. What's around Sun, Moon, Ascendant? Libras. How y'all doing out there? So we still in this energy, eh? All right. Well, let's deal with it. So, you got the Seven of Wands. So, the Seven of Wands in this situation would be a no, you know. only because you're going through a battle. And it's really tough to make clear, concise decisions in a battle. So you're fighting. Okay, you're standing up for yourself. You're fighting. You're being very expressive. You're not holding back, and it's coming out passionately. And you're clear about that. Like, point to the blank to the period, as they say, right? So you're very clear about what's coming at you, and you right back at it with no problem. Like, okay, I got you, right? So, but it's exhausting. I know the competition, always got to protect this, you got to protect that, even if it's protecting your heart, protecting your mind, protecting your spirit, protecting your soul, protecting your surroundings, protecting your family, protecting your friends. Whatever you're protecting, it's just, even like I said, let's just go back to yourself. You know, that's what you're doing. That's what you feel like you have to do. It's very challenging, this fight that you're going through, but you are willing to get it done. Okay, don't get it twisted. Libra, you are ready to get it done. You are not playing. You like, I came for this. I came for this so much so I couldn't even get dressed right. Okay, my shirt is on backwards. You know, I barely zipped up anything on me. You know, I ain't want to come out here and knock out naked. So excuse me if I got on stuff backwards, a house robe on, you know, my hair is all messed up, but I'm coming to do that thing. Okay, you the one showed up at my stuff. I ain't come for you, so why are you coming for me? So Libras, y'all taking that. Y'all on that. We can see it. Hashtag the Willy slap. We can see it. Okay, so the energy is still there, and you will get exhausted, but you are willing to fight, because whatever you're fighting for, it's worth it to you to fight. Whether it's to protect your status, whether it's to protect your name, whether it's to protect your career, whether it's to protect your whatever. You know what I mean? You're doing it for protection of whatever. Okay, you fill in those blanks. So some of y'all may need to stand up. You know, maybe you are being walked over. Maybe people are coming at you, poking and prodding, and you just sitting there and ain't doing nothing. Maybe you need to borrow, you know, one of these sticks from your fellow Libra mate and stand up for your rights. Stand up for what you believe in. Protect, you know, what you love. Protect what you value, you know, and don't feel no kind of way about it. At some certain point, you are going to have to sit back and chill out and chillax and kind of reevaluate the situation to get like messages about how, what you could have done, what they could have done, yada, yada, yada. But whatever it is, you know, you are seriously about that life, about not trying to deal with chaos. You know, you don't want to deal with that. You know, you trying to be, you know, chilling, but now you got trolls, you got haters, you got people inboxing you, DM you, talking about stuff. You don't even know them people. Why they talk? You don't even know the people. You just happen to be at the same place, same time, and may have got introduced, but you was just so far gone, you don't even remember. But yet people are just like, yeah, you. You're like, yo, I just said hi and left. Like, what is the big deal? Like, you have this stuff like that where you can't even figure out the bigger picture. Like, why is these people coming at me? You know, so definitely just set up your plan. You a Libra. You pretty much can kind of see where the threats are at. So, you know, start your plan of action. You know, how are you going to deal with this? Are you going to do a tit for tat type of thing? Or are you going to rise above and handle it in another way? But for whatever reason it is, you know, with these challenges and these people, and the challenge could be you too. You could be your own challenge where you in your own way and you your own worst enemy right now. So right now it's not time to duck and dive conflict. It's time to deal with it head on, like bull style. You know, this is Taurus season. It's time to figure out, get to the bull's eye. Every time you see target, just be like, yeah, I need to get to the point of what's going on. And definitely, and it's not giving up. It's just kind of fit, you know, coming at a different angle, kind of like getting out. Well, yeah, war tactics, you know. If somebody's used to you coming at one angle down this hill, you ain't gonna keep going down that hill. You're gonna find another hill to go on down, right? That way they least expect it, but yet you prepared. Or even if you're not about that type, you all about, I'm just trying to live. But you already know if you show up all vulnerable, all sensitive, all this person with this person, of course, you know, you setting up the situation so things are gonna happen. But if you come in there like, you know, it is what it is, I'm not here for the drama, I'm gonna make the point and I'm gonna keep it moving, and that's what you got to do. That's not how you do it. It's up to you, right? Because you're getting shine now. People seeing you as this, they can't help but not to recognize you. So sadly, in this world, the bigger you are, the more haters you can get. But some people be saying, oh, what sign? I think, no, Leo. Yes, we hashtag Leo with the one, the energy of all news is good news. You know what I mean? So just go right on ahead. Be like, okay, they coming for me, whatever. Let me deal with this. Let me take care of it. Now you can take it, you know, on the high road or the low road, in between road. That's up to you on what you want to give. And there's plenty of examples of Libras out there in the media that can show you different examples of how different things can play out when you try to get to the point. Okay? Have a good day and night, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. What's around Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Scorpios? This is your tarot card reading for Taurus season. But this time you're going to ask the question, okay? And these cards are going to answer it for you. It could be anything, right? So, the answer to your question is yes, but be careful. That's all. Just be careful. But yes. So in that situation, and from the readings that I've been given, Scorpios, I know y'all been, you know, it's you know, back and forth type of thing, energy. You know, can't figure it out, just wavering. But now it's like whatever you have done, you're now putting into action. You know, you see the positive of it. You see its purpose. You see why you should, you know, go for it. You know, why you should reach that mark. You know, why you should pass that finish line with the passion. You know what I mean? And it's fast. You know, it's like just raw, just coming. You know, like fire dancing down the street type thing. You know, or fireworks or something. It's very fast. Pop, 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 pop. You know, but that's what wakes you up in the morning. That's what's getting you going. That's what's like you. That drive is there. And if you have a loyal partner with you, or somebody, a friend, or you know, a family member, just anybody that you know, that's like okay, yeah, I'm down with you too. Yeah, let's go. You know, and you know, there's loyalty, you know, there, and hence the horse, you know, to get you from point A to point B. And you're trusting that person to get into point A to point B, you know, but at the same time, it's saying, okay, well, don't burn out. Nobody's telling you to stop, but, you know, take time to rest. It's like taking a road trip, you know. You can drive for 2 days straight in a row, but is that healthy? Or should you, you know, stop halfway, get a hotel, sleep, get up in the morning after breakfast, and then continue on? Because you're thinking about, okay, or not you're thinking about, but just let's think of you're driving without sleep for two days in a row. What can possibly happen? You know, knowing, you know, the human body itself in totality, how it runs, how it works, etc. So are you setting yourself up on this journey to burn out, to, you know, get so restless you don't know what to do, and then you start snapping at everybody, and everybody's the problem, it's not you, you know, even the horse is not the problem, you're blaming the horse because you was going so fast that the horse lost his horseshoe, and wherever you at, you can't find nobody to replace another horseshoe for the horse, and now you need to get to Wi-Fi to find an Amazon, you know, to send a horseshoe, but yet you got to stay at a hotel for 2 days for the shoe to arrive through the Amazon package. Don't let the package get dropped off at a different hotel. Then you're going to be staying there for another month, delaying your actions, and you're going to get frustrated, unfocused. You might even give up at this time. So while you're on this journey, do balance out some self-care and some rest for you and whoever you are working with or that's affiliated with what the question is. Have them rest too. Like you need to take a chill pill. You need some time for yourself to regenerate as well. And then also don't let the emotions get the best of you, because in the past your emotions was like, my goodness, right? Like every card was coming out like, what's going on, Scorps? Start using some logic to it. You go on a journey. Some people like to travel and they just, spin the globe, like coming to America, and they put their finger on it, and that's where they go. However work out. But most people can't do that, so it takes some planning. How much can I afford for this? And let me plan for that. Let me structure, what am I going to do with the layover? Am I going to get a hotel? Am I going to sleep at the airport? When I get there, what activities do I want to do? Do I want to pay in advance? So that way, the tickets don't sell out for what I want to do. So use some planning on this journey. And then also keep in mind that not all opportunities is good opportunities on this journey. So you might be at a point where once you're on this passionate adventure or whatever, that people start popping up out of woodwork, suggesting this, offering that, letting you know this, giving all their 2 cents and all that kind of stuff. Not everybody that's giving you or offering you something is going to be good for you. So use that thought process I was saying. Take your time, sit back in the hotel, after you've been traveling, for a day and a half or whatever, pick one that got a little jacuzzi downstairs, and kind of sit there and really ponder like, okay, is this option good for me? Is it a good choice? Where do I see this in the long run? Yada, 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 yada. You get what I'm saying? All right, Scorpios, have a wonderful day and night during this Taurus season. What's around Sun, Moon, Ascendants? Sagittarius. How y'all doing out there? All right, so the 6 of Wands. Look at you. So you working on your status, or you got your status in check, whatever it is. But you are getting your recognition. You are starting to get your recognition. And you are loving it. Okay, whatever you're doing, it's being recognized. Okay, and whatever you're creating is something that's going to last for a long time. So I'm happy to say from the previous videos that yes, you have pulled the swords out your back. Congratulations, you are being very wise now on decisions that you make, choices, opportunities that you are given. You're very selective, because you're looking at long term. Is this thing going to stand up against time, type of thing? And the answer is yes, it will. It will, even if it's in memory of. You know what I'm talking about? Once this lifetime is over for you, it will still live on. It will still flourish and be prosperous and actually grow. So this is whatever you're doing, Saggies. Okay, it is a wonderful thing, and you've done the work. For some of you might not have done the work, so everything is what it is from the last videos. You still got swords in your back, the woe is me, the overthinking, you're sabotaging yourself, that whole messy, muddy situation. But now it's like you're on your 2 feet, so much so that you're stable in pretty much any situation that's thrown at you, and this is great. Some of y'all might be like, oh well, is this a yes or no? Yeah, it's a yes. It's a yes to your question. Some of y'all might be like, well, I don't even feel stable. I mean, nobody's recognizing me. I'm not even being paid attention to. Nothing that I'm working on. Well, yeah, maybe you should look at my past videos. So it starts with self, okay? You being aware of you, controlling that mind of yours, that self-sabotaging of yours, and then you will you know, reap what you sow type thing. So for those of you have done the work, it's there. So keep doing, you know, what you're doing, or whatever the question was. Yeah, it's definitely a big yes. So there's nothing more to say about that, because if you're not feeling it, then you ain't been doing nothing, to be honest with you. All right. And I don't, let me see. I don't think Sagittarius has any planets in it. No. So yeah, because I was going to attach whatever to whatever, but I can see what's about to happen. But it's all good at the end. Like, the benefits is just so well put together, and so balanced, and so structured, and so stable, and all that good stuff. It's a go all the way around. All the way around, Saggies. Have a wonderful day and night during Taurus season. And comment below how things are going. What's around Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Capricorns? This is your tarot card advice card reading for Taurus season. So you asked a question already. This is your answer, the King of Cups. So Capricorns, with great power comes great responsibility, period. So you've been getting a lot of royal cards coming out. So we already know Cappies the goats. We already know, your stature. We already know your status in life. And for those Cappies who are being very diplomatic, very balanced, very fair, you know what I mean? Shout out to y'all, because y'all don't have to be. But shout out to y'all for doing the work to maintain, because you understand with this power, you can do a lot of things. It can hurt a lot of people, or it can help a lot of people. You know, some things you have to, you know, dig deep to figure out that answer. But you got it. That's why you get these thronely cards, because you have it within you. All right? Yeah, and you've listened. You listened. I said, yeah, use more compassion. You are using some more humanly compassion, and it is flowing. You know what I mean? At the same time, I want you to control the tides, all right? Because that face is not. That face is looking like, okay, say one more thing. Say one more thing. Say one more thing, and watch me pick up this whole entire throne, okay? And do what it gotta do with it. So your moodiness can kind of take hold of you, and it can affect other people around you that's in your circumference. So, you know, get out of your feelings about these things. You know, start even with yourself. Start with yourself, you know. What is bothering you? Have some compassion with yourself first. You know, be like, okay, self, you know what I'm talking about? And really have that communication open with yourself to check yourself. Because once you start to have compassion for yourself, then it will automatically come out. You don't have to try. Because, you know, it's kind of like exercise to feel. It's like, oh, that's like, you gotta try sometimes when things just don't come naturally. But when you work within yourself, it will automatically fall into place, and it won't be standing on, you know, sand, you know, or unsolid ground. It is coming from a true, authentic space. So get yourself there when you feel like you're getting out of control, because with, I don't know what power you have, but you got some power here. When you feel yourself maybe becoming manipulative, as I said in the last one of the other readings, the moon reading, when you're becoming manipulative, then, you know, you have to check yourself on that, because a lot of the times it has to do with you, okay? So control that. And other than that, you know, you're doing wonderful. For all the Caps who's just like, I'm just moody all day, every day. I ain't doing, I ain't, that's why I ain't. That's exactly why. So of course, you're going to get totally opposite of what I just said. Totally opposite what I just said, okay? So, because your mind is not in the right place in the first place. Like, your emotions is not in the place in the first. It's all over the place. Like, it's just chaotic. you know, to the point where you are just being manipulated at the core. And guess what's going to happen? Well, what goes around comes around, right? Taurus season, you planting these type of seeds. Don't get mad. Don't be hating on people. Don't say nothing. Don't say a thing. But for those of you who are in that diplomatic mode, and I'm not talking about diplomatic the way this world is talking about diplomatic. I'm talking about the way it's supposed to be, the original point of it, okay? So let's look at the dichotomy. Let's look at different angles and perspectives of others. Then, okay, it's like somebody controlling a corporation. You know, you can't just be doing stuff just to be doing stuff. You got to think about everybody who has a position in that company, down to the janitor. And you don't shout out the janitors. Janitors be getting 6 figures. So y'all women out there that's hating on janitors and talking about, oh, you a janitor? All right, whatever. Okay. All right. Because you want to find somebody that's, you know, got this and got that and got that, and talking about the whatever status is high power, you know, some kind of whatever royal status is considered, whatever country you are, you know, certain positions hold certain to it, right? Can get you into doors and get you, you know, free stuff and get you blogged out, liked up, followed up, right? But really take, and if you need to look at the other video about that, I think I'll just look at all the Capricorn, just do them all in a row, and you see what I'm talking about. So keep going, and if you need help, look at Libra. You know, look at Libra real quick, just jump a couple signs, and how to have that balance, how to still function, have a kingdom that functions, but not get so emotional where you make messed up decisions, and not be so much in your head where you're making messed up decisions. Okay? You gotta balance it out. Have a good day and night, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants for this Taurus season. What's around Sun, Moon, and Ascendants? Aquarius. So look at you. You got Justice. Okay? So the balance. You got your sibling energy, Libra, here. And I just got to tell the Capricorns to basically use justice, you know, use that balance, use that fairness. So that's what you've been doing, in and out, everywhere you go. You've been using the Justice card, Aquarius. You've been all about, you know, the butterfly effect, the wave effect, sequences, truths, realities, being fair, looking at the broader perspective, you know, going behind the veil. But yet, even if you know how to contemplate what to say, how to say it, etc., with compassion, you know, because what if it's like a teen who was raised from, you know, a harsh background, you know, where they had to grow up fast and they were taught lessons that, you know, might not have been suitable for their age, but that's what they know. Education is education, right? Depends on where you get it, how you get it, and how you move with it. But yeah, and something happens in your neighborhood and that person gets caught, but you know that person is wise. You know that person can be an A student. You know that person is only doing it just because it's in. And you know that person is just faking the funk of the status. So therefore you have compassion, and you might give them, you know, a speech or want to mentor them because you are humanitarians, right? So that's, I don't even need to really explain justice to an Aquarius. You know, people might not understand where you're coming from because it's from a broader perspective, but it is what it is. You can call that out. Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. Funny thing is, Saturn is hollering at y'all. It's partying with y'all right now. Saturn is about that life. Hence, where you get all that, you know, sitting on that throne, what that throne is made out of, and all that structure and stuff. Saturn had part of that. Okay? And you really gonna be, you might be a little bit tough on people at this point, like real critical, real analyzing people. And with your mouth, you might be real sarcastic with it, real like nonchalant, just saying stuff and walking away like it ain't nothing. And meanwhile, you done tore up everybody's insides, outside, their spirit done been damaged. You just ripped their heart out just with one sentence. You can do that at this point. You see where that sword is just pointing up. But at the same time, Craig, you know, you got it like that. You got it. I know you got it like that. The words, the wisdom. You know what I mean? Just know that everybody is not there. They don't understand, so you might have to break it down into layman's terms, like on some 3D, you know, earthly terms, like this is dirt, dirt does this. You know what I mean? Like you got an elementary style, and some people learn. You know, some people get more out of picture books than word books, because picture books says, you know, much more than a page of words can ever explain. So it just depends. Some people learn worldly. Some people learn just by hearing. Some people learn just by being. So it's all different kind of people. Like I said, I don't even need to talk to you guys about this because you already know. But since it came up, there is justice in your decision. So when you make that decision, whatever question you have, be honest with yourself. Don't fool yourself, and take yourself accountable for it. Why you make it? What part did you have in playing that role? Just don't blame others or a situation or external causes. Look at yourself first and be like, what part did you play? What role did you play? And were you unfair? And that's why you got the unfairness back. Now, how can you realign that back? You know, and you can do that. You can do that, because otherwise, if you can't do that, you wouldn't be the humanitarian. Humanitarians can go anywhere and everywhere and unite people. So you got that power. You got the power, you know? All right, have a good day and night, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. What's around Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Pisces? This is your tarot card reading for Taurus season with a question. This is your advice card for whatever question you have on your mind. You got the Emperor. Okay, whether you're female, male, you're going to be using the same energy. It's the same energy here. So you got the Emperor. So look at you. It's about having that authority. It's about grabbing your gonads, whether they're hanging or they're inside you, and just taking the lead and taking charge. That's it. That's it. It's like using Aries energy with a little bit of some Capricorn energy. Throw some Leo energy in there, right? And you good. You good. Pisces. There is no emotion in this card, so any decision that you're making of emotion, yeah, stop. Yeah, this is all about truth, facts, what you know, what stands for time. It has existed all this time. It's not going to change, because no matter what you do, how you do it, where you do it, it's the same. This is that card. All right? So take whatever it is that you need to do, and if it's not a structured sound thing, then no. You know what I mean? If it's something that, you know, has discipline in it, you know what I mean? The Emperor is flexible, but the Emperor is not going to let nobody push them over. They're using a little bit of that justice. They're using a little bit of that compassion. They're using a little bit of that, you know, just a little, you know, but they're using, you know, like a little bit of the King of Cups, you know, they're using, you know, the King of Wands, a whole lot, you know. So for those who like, I don't feel this energy, you're lacking the discipline to make the decision that you need to make. You know, you're not being flexible enough in some situation. You know, you're like trying to like control the situation. You know, when the situation is out of hand, maybe you don't want people to know it in the community, so you try to cover it up, and you're doing all this and you're doing all that, kind of like lies. How you gotta keep covering. Even years later, somebody bring it up and you be like, did I say that? And somebody nowadays, people got receipts, so they still saving messages from 20 years ago. Like, come on, you gotta be careful out here nowadays, child. People be having some storage, unlimited storage, child. They might have you be 50 years old. People bringing up stuff from 50 years old, not just pictures, everything. You're like, what the heck is this? So, I don't know why I got off tangent, Pisces, but definitely, you using that authority. Take charge of your life. To make those decisions as an emperor would, Look into what an emperor does. An emperor energy is very steadfast. You might be going through some fatherly issues, or somebody in your relationship or around you is just being overbearing, just like, oh my gosh, why every time you coming at me? Why I feel like I'm getting a beating every time I see you? Like, what did I do? You know what I mean? And beings don't necessarily have to be physical. They can be emotional. They can be all kind, mental, all kind of ways, to get to you. And you're like, why me? Like, I'm like the nicest person. Like, all I want to do is paint bunnies all day and, sit down and meditate and grow a garden. Like, I'm not even all about this. Start looking at what you need to take power and control of. And maybe that's why you're indecisive right now. Emperors are not indecisive at all. Okay, so you probably didn't even did you have a question for me today, or you just wanted to hear what I had to say? Some of y'all just didn't even have a question. Y'all just hit it and just playing, and if it stick, it stick, and if it don't, it don't. Like, that's like, where's your what you're going into. Have intent on what you're going into. Just don't be all over the place, and I'm just gonna float here like the feather on Forrest Gump. All right, have a good day and night, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. All right, so the answer is yeah, but you got to make sure if you go with it, that thing is structured, boy. It's established. And you understand? Like, where you can cross and where you can't go. You know where you can go and where you can't go. This is for other people, like, coming into your space. Like, they know not to mess with you if you tap into that space during Taurus season. Taurus got your back, and we just got the Aries season, and that energy is in this card. All right, let's go, Pisces. Have a good day and night.